Video number 2. Fault, error and failures. In this video, we will talk about the difference between fault, error and failure. A fault is some kind of mistake during the left side of the V model. Some concrete examples could be writing down the wrong requirement, confusion over some requirement and hence we write the wrong code. It could also be that we do have the correct requirement, but for some reason we have forgotten to write it down. Such faults are called faults of omission. As long as the system state is not affected, nobody will ever notice and the fault will be there as a silently ticking bomb. However, if the faulty code is executed, we might get an error in the state of the system. If we get an error in the state of the system, we say that the fault has led to an error. Many high availability systems have built-in mechanisms to deal with such errors to prevent them from affecting the system function. But sometimes the system does not longer behave according to its specification. The fault has propagated into an error and further on to what we call a failure. A dramatic example is the Ariane rocket, where a fault in the onboard computer caused an error in a state, which confused the system and blew up the rocket. According to its specification, it was indeed supposed to fly a little bit longer, so I think we can safely claim this as an example of a failure. Or as a TV man expressed it, Flight 501 is suddenly over. To summarize this, all faults do not end up as failures, but we never know which of them will. Much of the testing effort is to make sure that all code is actually run in all possible ways to make sure that we have executed all code containing faults. However, in the case of Ariane, the code was correct, but the environment had changed since the code was reused for another much more different rocket. This is why we need to have different kinds of tests on different levels.